Hi y'all, I'm Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a small haul of more clearance items I picked up from Torrid. I thought I would have a couple pair of trousers in stock by the time I did this video, but they are held up in shipping, so I will be sure to include those in my next video. If you're curious about what I'm wearing as my base in today's video, it is a camisole from Walmart in a size 5X, and the jeans were included in a summer try-on of denim from Lane Bryant that I did earlier this summer. I will be sure to link those as well if they are still available. For size reference, I am a Torrid size 6. On the bottom half, I'm a little large for a size 6 or a 30, such as in the jeans and the closer fit cargo pants and things like that. In the top, I can usually do a 5 or a 6. I wear generally a 48D or a 50C bra, and I am almost 5'4" if I stretch really tall. With all that being said, let's get into it. So in this section of video, the light is starting to fade, but I made the rookie mistake of laying down to check YouTube and messages after work, and of course I fell asleep and took an hour-long nap. And now the cats have decided to play, so it's like not the best time to be filming, but I really wanted to show you guys these clothes. This shirt is really comfortable, really cute. I quite like this one. I have a feeling it's gonna look a little big on me because of the way it's cut, and it has more to do with the way the sleeves are cut than the body. So the body of this shirt is kind of like a slub knit t-shirty material. I'm sure it's not purely cotton, but it does have like a regular t-shirt type of feel. A little bit of a shirt tail hem and a little bit of slits on both sides, but the star is the sleeves. You can see here, this is a kind of like an eyelet, a little bit of trim down here, and then this plaid, really big roomy area here. The part about it I don't like is really common with me. If you've watched my videos, it's too big at the wrist, so it slides over my hands, but that's an easy fix at the alterations shop. I'm going to show you the full thing, so let's take a look. This shirt is absolutely adorable. I'm crazy about the color, again, which you probably know if you've watched any of my recent videos, and I've had a certain love affair with bright green shades. This is probably one of my favorites, and it's a little slightly warmer in person than what it's showing up on my camera. It's kind of a celery green, I would say. So this is modeled after Torrid's Harper shirt, and the Harper shirts never fit across my lower body. This one is 99% rayon and 1% spandex, so it does have just a little tiny bit of stretch, but it has enough stretch in it that I can sit down without busting the seams. But this one is a little tighter than what I personally would care for. But as I've said many times, I'm on the larger end of a size 6. It's not an ideal fit. As you can see, it has 2 patch pockets here. I think it has a little bit of a shirt tail hem. We'll see in the try-on, and let's take a look. Alright, so we have another flashback to summer with this item. It's a Longline linen blend blazer. This one says it was in the color Cloud Dancer, and just to be forewarned, I have ordered other items in Cloud Dancer before, and it was more of a soft creamy gray, almost white color. This is definitely like a cream, very natural linen color that you, if you ordered something in a natural linen color, this is probably what you would expect to get. It has that kind of unbleached flower look. So this is a linen rayon blend. It has 2% spandex, which is very much appreciated because it makes this a little more comfortable. It's also machine washable. So this one does not fit me well enough to leave it buttoned when I sit, I probably could, but it would pull. But to be honest, even though this does close all the way, I wouldn't wear it buttoned anyway, even standing probably, unless I was at a meeting, and even then I would unbutton it to sit down. This jacket is one of the styles that also has gathers at the waist and the back, like an elastic gathering, which you'll see when I turn around. I have mixed feelings about it. For my body shape, I think it makes sense to have that, but I could see a lot of people not liking having an elastic band running across the back of like a nice jacket for work. I think this had matching pants. It definitely had, I think it had matching shorts, which I'm not interested in, and I heard negative reviews on the pants, so I did not even try. But I would love wearing this with jeans or with black linen or army green linen, throwing it over a skirt or a dress, whatever. So let's take a look. This shirt is another beauty, and it was a clearance find that is perfect for the upcoming season. So I love being able to find these little treasures here and there. So the base of this shirt is a stretch lace, all in black, long sleeves. It has a little bit of a puffy sleeve with the usual stretch at the wrist that's a little too big for me, so that will have to be altered. You can see it appears like this has a lace yoke and then turns into a chiffon bodice, and the chiffon is actually, oh, pardon my white cami, the chiffon is actually an overlay over this lace, so it connects up here, and then the baby doll overlay portion is pretty flowing, whereas the lace part is a little closer fitting to the body. But again, it is a stretch lace and it's soft, so it's quite comfortable. I wonder if I could get by wearing this with just a black or a nude bra, or maybe a colorful one if I felt like it, but I don't know how see-through the lace would be, because I'm kind of seeing my white tank underneath showing through. So the back of this has two little baby buttons at the collar in case you need to open it up to get it over, but the buttons are there if you need them. They have little elastic loops, so it was plenty easy to get the buttons undone. I don't have my nails done right now, but I'd imagine even with nails that the buttons would be perfectly doable. On me, this comes down to the low hip length. Let's take a look. I picked up another Longline Cardigan. This one is in a beautiful, bright, classic cherry red. These are so soft and versatile. I have now probably 6 of these in different colors and patterns, and they wash well, they store well, they wear well, they're super versatile. I highly recommend this one and the ivory that I picked up in my haul 1 or 2 hauls ago. They are especially soft. Even after washing, they stay soft. This is fully buttoned down the front. As I mentioned, it was on clearance, so if these are still available, I suggest picking them up. I try to get any color I can when they're available, and especially when they're on clearance. This does have the tighter banding around the wrist, so it kind of, well, it still falls over my hands a little bit, but I can cuff these once. So the sleeves on this are still pretty long for me, even though it has a cuffed band, so I can roll it up once and be pretty okay. But for my friends with longer arms and who are taller, I think you might find you really like this and it fits well for you. Let's take a look. Well, I must have been in a red state of mind. I do have another red sweater here for you. You are not imagining things. So this is another clearance find. I really enjoy the turtleneck. It fits well without choking me out. The sleeves, again, are tighter knit with an elongated kind of cuff area. And on me, they do slide over just a little bit. So I will give them a little bit of a fold when it comes time to wear this. Like the last sweater, this is a rayon nylon poly blend. It's a slightly different blend than the last sweater. That one was really thin and soft, almost fuzzy. This one has a more substantial, tighter woven texture with a little bit less stretch. This one also is closer fitting to the body and a little bit shorter, but I like the fit of it, and I think with a black satin slip skirt, this would just be stunning in the fall. Let's take a look. Y'all, this sweater is stunning. I wanted this so bad last winter and they sold out before I had awareness that it was available, and I've learned my lesson, and now I come new releases and clearance constantly. So this one did pop back into availability. I think in the size 6 they only had one, so I urge you to get on Torrid, maybe download the app, and just take a quick look every day at the new items that have hit clearance. And you may find a gem like this here and there, especially if you were looking for something that you hope comes back into stock. The sweater after this one was the same scenario. So this one they call their vegan cashmere. It's a polyacrylic nylon 3% spandex blend. It is really comfortable. It's also machine washable, although the texture of this sweater has little holes in the design throughout. I worry about its fragility in the washer. I might wash it in a bag or hand wash it, or always wear a shirt under it so I don't have to wash it. If the colors are not coming through true, this is like a rugby stripe of pink and tan all the way down, with this navy blue just here around the Henley neck and around the cuff. And I'm happy to report that the cuffs actually keep the sleeve from going over my hand for real this time. Hopefully they don't stretch out. This is how it looks when I stand up, which you will see momentarily. Y'all, I had a super heavy sweater in one of my previous reviews, and this one might take the cake. It is a heavy gauge sweater. Now, this is called the rainbow balloon sleeve for a reason. Check these out. I just think it's freaking adorable. And you'll see when I stand up, these definitely are balloon sleeves. The cuff does slightly fall over my hands. They kind of stay up, so I'm thinking I might be able to put just a little stitch down here without having to do like an actual alteration, because it needs just barely anything to make it stay over my wrist. This one is a mostly cotton, 57% cotton, 33% acrylic, 10% nylon blend. You can definitely tell this has cotton in the blend. It's really soft and nice, and this is the kind of material that will stretch out just a little bit. If you're someone who likes to stretch your sweaters out so they're a little more billowy over your bottom half. I don't know what else to say except this sweater is perfection. I can't believe that I picked up a winter item on clearance so close to fall starting. It was a really good clearance run this last few weeks, I think, and I've even got more coming. Let's take a look at this sweater. Okay, I need to tell on myself. I've already mentioned that the sun is going down. So I went into my bedroom, which had the lights turned off because the blinds are open, and I left the lights off so I could put on this beautiful dress. It took me 5 minutes to get this dress on. So it has very long, voluminous sleeves. The dress itself is very long and voluminous, as you will see in the full-length try-on. It also has a full detached lining. When it came to me, the lining was attached with those one, tiny little thread on each shoulder. I cut them apart once I realized what was going on. And the other thing is this has a waist tie, which I'm not sure really adds anything to the dress. It does have a really skinny elastic band at the waist, which I like to give it a little bit of shape, but sometimes these belts just look like my poor fat body is choking. This dress is stunning. I think it's another item that they found somewhere and it made it to the warehouse to be put back up on clearance because I think it was the only one. I do not remember seeing this new because I think I would have bought it. So I'm not sure when it's from, but I will link it, and if it's something you're interested in, there are all kinds of apps and toolbars you can use to notify you when something comes back into stock. Periodically these things pop up and are a surprise to us all, but so you can see this has really long voluminous sleeves with elastic at the bottom. No surprise, the elastic is too big for my hands and these sleeves are muy long. So they're completely covering my hand, but again, easy fix. I was able to get this over my head just fine without having to undo the button in the back. I have only 2 complaints about this. One of them is just a short person problem. It's not anything wrong with the actual design. It is maybe just an inch or 2 long. For me, I'm someone who worries constantly about falling and tripping. I'm about 5'3½", so things being too long for me happens a lot. But again, for my tall, lengthy friends, I think you might find this dress to be very nice. My other complaint is that the liner that's inside the dress is the classic Torrid poly, and it's great for not clinging and giving you a nice smooth finish on the outside, but this poly material is really hot. So I personally wish that Torrid would use natural fabrics, but to get like a satin or a silk lining and something like this would probably be cost prohibitive for most people. But I've rambled on long enough. Let's get a look at this full beauty. That is all I had to show you today for this haul. I hope you found it informative and useful. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I post my next video. Bye, y'all.